NartOut here with a new CSGO Pro Tricks video. Please like the video, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. I really want to reach 50k subscribers by the end of the year. I put a lot of hard work in these videos by watching hours of demos, so please help me out by supporting me. Thank you so much. This A site execute is currently in meta, the Tyloo smoke wall 99% win strat, whatever you want to call it. Tyloo first threw it, then Fury were doing it for a bit, and started using it. FaZe and Vitality have their own variation of the smoke wall, and here are two more teams, Imperial and Movie Stars, throwing it. You can click up here at the annotation above to see how to throw these smokes, as well as I'll link it below in the description box. Big Clan have two players inside apartments that are going to throw the A smoke wall. Also, instead of having the stairs smoked off, Big Clan will opt to instead molly it. Let's see how these utility are thrown. Searson smokes mid-site. The smoke will land between default and triple. He stands next to the door that's into this wall here, aims at this thing here above the roof, then jump throw. Crimbo gets dropped an extra smoke and he throws it into the corner. Crimbo will throw the other two smokes that land near stairs and triple, creating that part of the wall. For the front stairs smoke, he crouches, aims as shown, then jump throw. As for the triple smoke, he will stand up afterwards, aims at this mark on the wall, then run throw bind. I found a much more efficient way to throw the triple smoke. It is actually going to be the same position and lineup as the front stairs smoke. You'll crouch, you'll jump throw the front stairs smoke while you crouch, and then while you're still crouch, run throw bind for the triple smoke. This way you don't have to remember two lineups and it's faster. Work smarter, not harder. Tizen will first molly sandwich, then afterwards picks up another molly and molly stairs. Had Big Clan had another smoke available, then they could have just thrown the standard stairs smoke. Rob smokes top mid and Brokey with the op crosses through the top mid boxes where he jumps on top and peeks to the left of the smoke and kills Hades' window. This smoke gives him cover to do so, and his teammate Rain loves this move here. Kerrigan smokes top con from apartments. He lines himself with the line on the ground, aims at this part of the window, then jump throw. FaZe Clan will split B with their smoke and window smoke. It's nice to know a top con smoke from apartments in case your teammates don't have enough utility mid to throw it, so that way you can support them from inside apartments. Rob smokes market window from this wall inside apartments. He gets stuck into it and then aims as shown, then jump throw. The smoke's gonna land inside market, however it does extend out a bit. I think Robs was trying to land the smoke onto the ledge, which if you aim a tad bit to the right where he was aiming, then jump throw from the same position, this smoke will land onto the ledge and you can see the CTs jump out of window and punish them for doing so. Art is going to rush out ramp at the start of the round, and as he does so, he throws a smoke off the sandwich wall that will give him some cover as he gets into the smoke to use it to cross into sandwich, where he's going to tag up Tapson default. He will fall back through the smoke and maul his default, killing Tapson. This is a very risky play here because Art took so much damage running through the CT's molly. The only player that could pull off such a play here is Art. Tapson was even holding for him and then looks away, and when he comes back to check sandwich, he gets timing. One of Art's favorite play on CT side Mirage is to jump under pads, smoke the opposite end, push up and wait for the smoke to fade and hold a very close angle. Here he has the auto shotgun and he's going to surprise Fer with it. In other rounds I've seen Art have an MP9 doing the same move. When Fury rush B, sometimes they like throwing this balcony smoke as it will give them cover from multiple positions as they entry out balcony to van with flashes. It's a smoke they've been throwing for quite a while now, since 2019, one of their signature smokes. If you're playing retake A and CT pistol, buy a smoke. It could come in handy as you'll see here G2 throw right side A smokes and Keserato gets the entry, then throws a defensive smoke. He gets behind the smoke and waits for anyone from G2 to push up, however gets flashed, takes cover inside the smoke, and when he recovers he kills Hunter, then plays around the smoke and almost gets another frag. The smoke gives you room and space to work with, as well as delaying the T's take onto CT. It's a first buy round from Cloud9, and FaZe know that C9 are most likely going to take it slow and go for a mid default, which typically only one T will be towards A, which enters is in Palace. Robs takes this information and is going to push ramp early on, and Rain throws a fake molly to give the sound cue that ramp is smoked off. Robs will make his way into T spawn and was going to flank mid, and he hears footsteps and kills Shiro, who was not expecting him to be there. From Inter's POV, he hears the ramp molly and thinks nothing of it and doesn't think that anyone could have pushed. Next time you're on Eco, try this boost from behind triple. Monesi boosts Nico and Fury come out ramp. Nico pops up and kills Drop, who had no clue where he's getting shot from. Alexi B with a cheeky off angle for short, stand behind this pole. Furia will split B and Alexi gets the frag onto drop short, then turns around and kills Kid Shoutout above him. That's one thing you have to be careful for when playing this position, and it's recommended that you have a teammate hold your apartments when doing so. The walls and window can be shot through with an op, and most of the time we see Ts are doing the wall bang. Here Shiro on the CT side is inside window, here's a boost, and puts a couple of shots into the wall where the boost is and tags up Yuri. Art with an op towards B site at the beginning of the round tries to do the apartment balcony 2 window jump but misses, and he gets back up and tries again, which he hits it this time around. He's going to hold this off angle position that could catch C9 by surprise. However, we're not going to see it in play this round. So in the following round, Drop will attempt the same jump, however misses, gets back up, and will just walk up to the position. Furia have a bait and switch setup here where Art is on Van with an op, and he will draw the attention while Drop is inside the window and takes next contact and gets 2 kills, then drops safely. In the same round, Axel will throw this flash inside apartments that's going to bounce off the wall ahead of him into the other wall that flashes Art on Van holding with an op. And this flash won't blind C9 as the entry out, as the wall gives them cover from this flash. Art will see the flash coming and tries to dodge it, however doesn't work out and he gets full white. If you have bad movement, you can smoke apartments off early on, which Crimbo does, and then get into that apartment window position without having to do the jump, since the smoke gives you cover to get in that position, and Crimbo will get the entry frag then falls off safely. At the start of the round, Matches will jump out window and he pushes up mid using this one-way smoke that he throws off the right wall. Then he will jump up onto the chair where he uses the smoke as cover to hold top mid. He will put some good damage into 2 of the mouse players, gets flashed and falls back using the cover of his smoke, and as he does so throws a nade that blows up Frozen. Behind the cover of the smoke you can spot a little bit of Matches' head until he fully swings wide. Nice setup from Big Clan here with 3 players jumping out window. 2 players will go for the boost underpass, which nets Faven a frag, and then plays around MIBR's missed window smoke and gets another frag. While this is happening, Searson, the 3rd player, has the op and he's going to hold underpass from the cubby. Big Clan in round 30 versus MIBR will smoke palace from 2 positions. First I'm going to show you from short, and then afterwards from outside murder hole. From short, Faven stands in front of the boost next to the wall, aims at this end of the antenna, then run throw bind. Searson from outside market door stands in this corner here, aims top right of the square, then jump throw. Tabson also threw the same smoke in the same match. Twist smokes ladder standing next to the bench, puts his crosshair as shown, then jump throw. The smoke blocks off the CT inside ladder, allowing Rain free roam to get to short without having to worry about that position. Afterwards, Twist flashes B site over the window wall. One of my viewers, Kalkoon, played a plug on face at Mirage and came across a mid one-way smoke used against him by the opponent on their CT side named Uniform Meat, who was in the back corner of spawn, aims as shown, then jump throw. Kalkoon will show a more precise lineup on how to throw this smoke after the clip here. Afterwards, Uniform Meat will jump out the window and onto the ledge towards the right where he has a one-way to work with to spot top mid. Uniform Meat is going to get 2 frags using this smoke trick here. You can hardly spot him behind this smoke. This is such an OP smoke. I could definitely see this smoke being used in pro play with one teammate throwing the smoke and the other one getting to the ledge.
All good.
Leaving bomb top mid, I'm gonna run underpass.
And
That's a one way.
He's out on the fucking thing.
I think one's underpass. Dropping.
So as far as the lineup, you need to throw the window one-way smoke. You're gonna line up with this cord hitting the wall and then the first gap here in the building. And then do a jump throw. It's going to tack off there several times and land in the very corner there. And then you're going to want to get yourself into the window area. I'm just bumping up against the lip and shift walking forward until I hear that bump, backing up into the wall and doing a crouch jump into the corner here. Also earlier in the pistol, the same guy threw a smoke lineup that was nice for a one-way. Basically the same thing you throw from plat with the right click, but nice little lineup here to see you deep into apps.
Before I continue with more insane tricks, I want to tell you about my Discord where you could join using the link below in the description. Some of the tricks you are seeing in this video, my Discord already seen it first, so make sure you join to get early access to see these tricks. And if you want to share your tricks to be featured in my future videos, you could post them and I'll check them out. If tricks aren't your thing, then don't worry, I also feature over 350 tactics and strategies uploaded on my Discord, which I post 2 to 3 new tactics every week. Monosine and Alexi B at long A will bait Diha into peeking doors by having Alexi jump up and down as the cue to make it seem like he's jump spotting. However, that's not going to be the case, as Diha will peek and find out an op waiting for him at the other end of the door. Apex top mid smokes A site corner by staying in front of the wagon, aims between these lines, then runs 2 steps forward and jump throw. The smoke is designated to obscure vision from any CT operators holding the cross from short to A site, as well as giving cover for the T's dropping from short to run up to ramp. Vitality will go up for short, while Apex will lurk long after. Rops is going to make a solo play here out upper tunnels with this lurk smoke, standing behind the pillar, aims as shown, then left click throw. Instead of using the one way on boost, Rops will instead opt to go to left of the smoke where he's taking a chance that no one's playing close. He will lurk around the smoke and gets a kill onto Magic's platform, and then moves to Big Box where he also gets another frag onto Dupree, solo taking the B site. Nico throws a one-way smoke at the start of the round, aiming at the mark on the wall as he's running forward, left click throw. The smoke will bounce off the wall and lands near Xbox. Nico will then push through mid doors and holds a gap to the left of the smoke, but unfortunately for him doesn't spot anyone and falls back. This is a smoke Nico used to use on Old Dust 2 where the smoke allows him to see suicide, however not the case anymore. His teammate Hunter will also use the same smoke sometimes to push lower tunnels to nade then fall back, and then another player that I've seen using this smoke is Madden. Nico's gonna flash his teammates through the tunnel smoke standing behind this wall, aims as shown, then jump throw. Unluckily for G2, Config, who is flash, holds mouse 1 and kills Hunter and Nico. Farlek smokes long A corner from outside long doors. He ducks, puts his crosshair below this bolt on the door, then jump throw. Astralis will use this smoke to take long, sending 3 players out, and then the other 2 players will lurk up short while the attention is towards long, and they'll split A off of this. FaZe Clan actually run the same tactic as Astralis here, which you can see in my Discord. turnz is going to throw a one-way smoke tunnels from B site. First he mollies tunnels, gets into site, and then while the molly is still up, he smokes to the right of the wall of tunnel, which will leave a gap for him to see on the left, which he will spot and frag the T. CSO hears the molly, and then he hears the smoke bloom afterwards, and he thinks it's safe to peek, but that's not going to be the case. From CSO POV, you can't spot turnz. Such a OP smoke. OC smokes jump up in Molly's truck. He's going to sit next to the bench. For the smoke, aims bottom right corner of the sign, then jump throw. As for the molly, puts his crosshair on the divider wall and runs forward, and right before he reaches the stairs, he's going to walk and jump throw. The molly will cover anyone close right, which pushes Fur out of position, netting the kill for Naf. Twist smokes bank and molly dice from long. He positions bottom right of this rail. For the bank smoke, he aims here, then jump throw. As for the dice molly, he sets his crosshair here, then runs 2 steps forward and jump throw. The molly forces Shiro out of dice, allowing FaZe to push up long. As is tagged with a very strong flash for Party from Playground, he is on the left of the wall ahead of him, where you can see the slide, and aims at this branch, walks 1 step forward and left click throw. The flash blinds the CT Party assisting the frag for Brolin. The flash lands on top of the wall and covers most of the positions Party, including this tight position on the trash can. If the T's are rushing B, one flash you could throw as a player is over this wall and spawn. The flash will land above the pit ramp, and here it blinds Floppy and Grim, assisting the frags for Brolin. Floppy and Grim advancing bridge get totally blind by this flash. Grim flashes monster for Floppy to peek from woodwall. He's behind this wall pit, aims top of the pole, then right and left click throw. The flash will set up Floppy for 2 frags. Now the issue with this flash is that if someone is inside monster hugging the left wall, it's not going to flash them. To fix this, stand next to the wall instead of behind it, and use the same lineup aiming top pole, right and left click throw, which you see the flash will go a little bit further, which would cover this position to anyone holding the left wall inside monster. ZTR has a set default B molly to stop and delay the player from CT. He's behind this wall, aims where the shadow meets the line, then right and left click jump throw. Unfortunately the molly doesn't land because of the T site smoke. Here is a clear lineup since I had X-ray on in the ZTR clip. Just aim where the line meets the shadow, and then right and left click jump throw. As you'll see, the molly covers default as well as spreads to some parts of the site. Sven shows a better B site molly that's going to cover the whole site. Stand next to the door, aims as shown, then left click throw. Look at the cover of this molly covering the whole site. So awesome. Furia Olga with a rare plant spot that I have not seen before on the A site. She's going to plant at the very corner of site in front of truck. Post plant she goes to bank where she could spot the bomb, where she's going to get the frag into Piggy the diffuser, however falls to just cuz, but still wins the round because there was no time left to defuse. Congrats to Olga because now she has a plant spot named after her. ZTR is going to molly wood wall standing behind the wood boards on this platform, aims as shown, then jump throw. The molly will force inters out of the wood wall position. One tip when you're boosting short is that you don't have to get off of it right away if you don't see anyone. FaZe Clan stays in this boost for 30 seconds with Rops re-peeking every couple of seconds and then ducking and taking cover when he isn't to not be spotted. Their patience will pay off as Rops will eventually see someone and gets the edgy frag onto Nafany. maxxxxs accidentally throws a one-way smoke short pipe when he was trying to preemptively put out the CT's molly, however FaZe doesn't throw one. maxxxs will use his smoke to his advantage here, where there's a gap in the smoke to the right and catches Kalkoon pushing through from short. This accidental one-way smoke gives full cover to maxxxs as you can't spot him from behind the smoke. Shiro is going to throw a defensive one-way smoke off dice from truck, and Nafany, who is in front of the truck, takes advantage of it, using it as a one-way smoke by getting in the middle of the truck where he has a gap to work with, and he will slay the 3 FaZe Clan players. Here's a cool flash from Crimbo rushing short. He throws it off the A on the wall and it bounces behind the CTs for a short pipe, blinding Hobbit. I haven't been really paying attention to this truck molly thrown from divider sandwich wall, and now that I've seen it more thrown from pro players, it's such a good molly as it spreads a lot of truck as well as to punish any CTs who want to push the jump upstairs smoke. The reason why I bring this molly up is because some truck mollies don't have this type of spread or cover. Snax with a cheeky position inside connector, which he will use his spool to get on top of the pipes. Inters on the other end of connector can't spot Snax from where he's at. This is a position we hardly ever get to see. Would have been awesome if Snax got the kill with it, but doesn't happen in this round as Inters will fall back. Snappy smokes short. He stands at the end of the sign using the tip of his smoke, aims as shown, then left click throw. This smoke blocks off sandbags, meaning anyone boosted on top of the sandbags won't be able to see over the smoke. Hence will use this smoke to come out monster and into sight without having to worry about anyone short. In my previous trick video, I showed Nitro smoking monster from barrels using the floor below him for the lineup. Here Inters will use the line between the barrels while standing on the back wall, aims here, then jump throw. The smoke looks like it misses, however it does cover all of monster. CTs on Overpass CT side on B site play anti-rush most of the time, and to do so, they'll smoke monster, sometimes molly, sometimes flash, and sometimes they'll peek monster after throwing their utility. Here's a possible counter to knowing that the CTs will peek monster is having one player get inside the monster smoke early on, playing anti-flash, and then having another player throw the natural flash, which Snappy does here, setting up Snax with the 2K onto the blind C9 players. Cello has a easy way to smoke T stairs as he is leaving CT spawn. He's going to aim at the light above the bathroom. As he is running forward, jump throw. The smoke will land before the T's can even get to the stairs.
To molly short tunnel from CT spawn, you're going to line up with this. You're going to aim right here. Just make sure that your Molotov is going to go between those 2 gaps right there like this. And then just run as much as you can and jump throw.
Throwing fire.
If you throw this Molotov after the monster smoke, it will land perfectly in time, and you will always beat the teaser trying to rush this.
A viewer named Soda CSGO brought to my attention that there's a smoke bug with benches that leaves a one-way smoke for you to see through the bench. Stand in front of this bench, then aim here on the ground, then left click throw. You can see that there's going to be an opening here where the smoke doesn't cover the bench area here, and from the opposite side you can't see anything. I haven't tested it out on other benches, but Soda told me that it works with other benches on other maps as well. You can shoot through the vents, which is most commonly done through the first vent that everyone sprays and spams through, but it also works on the second vent, which Alexby shoots at and tags up Alex, who's behind the vent. He'll go on to win this 1v3 clutch. Snax attempts to save inside vents down lower, and Monacy with an op will wallbang through the wall to prevent the save. Good awareness from Monacy, as they say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. Instead of backing up all the way behind credit card to spot if anyone is top main, Nico will jump spot on the wall garage so his head doesn't go up all the way, making it harder to shoot him, and at the same time he gets that info where he spots a player, then backs up to see Mopes and kills him. Mopes will see Nico's head for a second, but doesn't realize that Nico would back up to try to kill him. Rain with a great info play early on to the round after flashing off red will jump spot from right to left where he sees Apex pushing up. He's going to relay this information to Garrigan, who's top silo, and he's going to look down below to kill Apex. FaZe Clan at the start of the round boosts behind credit card, but look at where they boost. Brokey hides behind the top container, peeking to the left of it. This container will give him cover from silo. When he wants to check silo, he will simply peek to the right of the container to quickly spot it, then goes back to hold the left. This is a nasty boost from FaZe Clan, but won't net them any kills this round. Nico's signature one-way smoke is a secret. He will stand in the corner, aim at the bottom of this rail, then left click throw. Nico will throw the smoke when movie star writers throw their outside smokes, then he jumps onto the left rail towards the opposite end, where he can see over the smoke and he gets a nice 2k. This isn't a new smoke, but it's a very effective one that a lot of pros are still throwing. Even the coach stand-in for MIBR Bit is using this smoke and gets a frag into JT. Give this smoke a try next time in your pugs and officials. MIBR has Bit hiding behind the back box ramp on CT pistol while Cello makes contact and falls down to make it look like he's giving up ramp and playing from lower. Cole won't bother to clear ramp and Bit has the opportunity to shoot them from behind where he gets one frag. We'll give Bit a pass here since shooting enemies from behind on CT pistol is one of the hardest things to do in CSGO, as well as he's a coach standing in. Rain with a deagle hides behind the vent to hold the door push. This is not a common angle tease clear as they come out door. Their focus is on so many other positions, which makes this position really good as Rain comes up with 2 frags. FaZe Clan on roof nade stack top silo upper site with 2 nades, however no one from Vitality is playing there this round. This is a common nade stack they like to throw in their nuke matches. You might see them throw it once or twice a match. Let's see how to throw the nades. First, make sure the windows are broken, and Twist will stand behind this wall, aims at the top and middle of this vertical railing, then jump throw. Kerrigan will throw the other nade. He's to the back left of Twist, aligning himself as shown, then aims here and jump throw. Searson from Unbreakable throws the bucket smoke on T's side for his teammate who is going to try to come from heaven in order for Big to split upper. Searson crouches and aligns himself, then while crouched still, aims here, stands up and left click throw. Unfortunately, Crimbo gets killed and can't take advantage of the smoke. Another way Searson has been seen using this smoke is when he's on CT side and in a retake, he will throw the bucket smoke from Unbreakable to make it look like there is a player that's gonna retake from heaven. In my last trick video, I showed Kerrigan doing the config door smoke push. Serato has now added it into his playbook and gets 2 frags onto the big clan players. Look what you've done, config. After mulling top hut, Crimble will get on top of the pipe where he throws these upper flashes that I have not seen before from this position. He does have the ability to lurk onto main afterwards, but chooses to go back lobby. He will aim here, then jump throw. The flash will bounce on top of yellow and blinds Yuri, assisting the frag for Favin. Yuri plays anti-flash and he's able to dodge the first flash, then peeks after where he gets blind by Crimble's second flash and then gets killed. Tizian inside U-Haul on CT pistol has flashes where he will throw them in front of big box when Favin makes contact. The flashes blind Furia as they rush ramp and helps Favin get the second kill. Serato and Art lurking outdoor towards vent where they pull off their iconic vent boost to see over their door lurk smoke where Serato catches Tizian by surprise. Spirit Academy are on eco and they don't invest in anything and they're going to stack 4 upper site with 2 players on each side boosting towards the end on the rafters. Mouse NXT are going to wrap into main and Spirit Academy with their nifty boost gets 2 frags off of it. I swear the Academy teams are very creative and they always come up with their coolest and innovative tricks. Here's what Suhi's going to see when he walks into sight from main, totally not expecting the 2 boosts. He's trying so hard to clear all the angles but doesn't expect anybody from above. Big Clan have their own way of throwing the glaive smokes, meaning they molly glaive and use the same molly to land the close red smoke, however it's not going to extinguish the glaive molly. A lot of teams have been using the glaive smokes, which you can find other variations on my second channel, Nades Out Here. Let's see how they throw theirs. Grimbo smokes Glaive getting to the end of the big shadow while standing next to the right wall, aims here, then left click throw, then throws the close smoke aiming above the molly lineup here and then left click throw. Tizen throws the far smoke and he gets onto the bucket side of the stairs, aims here, then runs down the stairs, and as he is moving forward, crouch and jump throw. I'll show a clip of Tizen throwing the smoke in third person so you can get a better view of what he's doing. Molotovs CS shows us a main one-way smoke thrown from lower position with this line, aim here at this part of the pipe, then left click throw. The smoke gives you a one-way smoke if you're inside main and peeking upper sight. It's super hard for the CTs on the top site to see the T's behind the smoke. This smoke is very situational. Vu and I were talking about this smoke and he said it's possible to use it for a retake. I also showed in the past that you could throw a molly with the same lineup and it will molly main. Previously I showed Heat using the triple boost on B site, however they didn't see anyone in the clip. Here Team Vitality will use the same 3-player boost with maxxxxs being able to see towards stairs. Fast forward, he spots Config but doesn't land a kill onto him. Give this boost a try next time you're saving and have a save rifle from the previous round. If you ever flash early on as the default mid player behind generator, it's a sign that the CTs are pushing. Turnz makes a great play and jumps off the platform, avoiding the CT's push and possibly his death. Nafny uses the CT's ramp smoke against them as a one-way smoke by pushing through and holding from the left of the smoke where he kills Nitro top ramp. From the CT's POV, it is very hard to spot Nafny. Alias will make the same play by pushing to the left of Imperial's ramp smoke, and he uses it as a one-way smoke where he catches Fur by surprise. Super hard to spot Alias here. JT, after smoking right side, throws an A-side flash off the crane that pops above the short wall. Rez with a nice off angle on the back ramp platform, using yellow as cover from the standard ramp retake flash tease throw. Cole plan on retaking ramp and Rez will kill Grim and does good damage onto JT. Grim, first player entering in, goes to check his angles, but definitely not expecting Rez to be up there. Rez throws a smoke that goes under the ramp, which is supposed to give him a one-way smoke to work with. However, he gets killed from Fang peeking from top ramp. This is one of the smokes that one of my viewers had sent me a while back ago that I put in a previous trick video. It's cool to see Rez using it here. If you do have any cool tricks, make sure you share them with me in my Discord, and who knows, you might see pros using them in the future. Art's gonna rush mid, and as he does so, he underhands a flash and swings with the flash, which forces Hobbit to look away, which gives Art a free kill. Drop taking a page out of Art's playbook and doing the same play here, flashing as he rushes mid and swings with his flash, which forces Tizen to look away. Ksator has his own flash play, but towards B, he's going to underhand a flash B main and drops down with it, flashing and blinding Faven, setting himself up for the frag. Enters Molly's window from top stairs catwalk. He will aim as shown, then jump throw. Hades Molly's window, throwing it off the beam by aiming at this building, running forward, and jump throw. When the T's throw the B main smoke towards stairs, you can take advantage of it by getting onto the back boards here to see over the smoke, which Art does, and he looks towards T spawn where he spots and kills Nafny. Art throws a front B-side smoke from bottom stairs, while Crouch, using the tip of the smoke, aims as shown, then left click throw. This smoke blocks vision from any CTs holding from B site onto stairs. Glaive throws the classic Crane one-way smoke, and to take full advantage of it, he pushes up behind Crane. G2 won't respect the smoke and entries up from ramp and gets punished for doing so. The reason why Glaive pushes up as well is that had G2 did the 2 smoke wall on A, then Glaive from backside wouldn't be able to see anything, which the smokes negate his smoke. Just be careful short if you push up like this since you're exposed unless you have a teammate watching. Modesty with an op bottom ramp gets on the backboard on the corner to see top ramp sandbags where he almost gets the kill into Farlick. Afterwards, he's going to spam the wall in front of him towards yellow and gets the connection onto Farlick. You definitely want teammates to be around here when you do this spam so you don't get pushed from the CTs, which Modesty has here. Unlucky for Farlick as he walks into the bullet. Searson gets boosted on top of the board to peek over the smoke, however Fear's smoke doesn't land deep enough, so Searson gets off the boost on top of the board where he sees over the smoke and kills Art. Modesty is going to flash off yellow, and this flash is going to bounce off to bottom ramp and it flashes Farlick off the angle, which allows m0NESY to have the advantage to peek him now. The flash blinds Farlek and m0NESY gets the frag. Great play from m0NESY. If you have a sniper, you can scope in to spot anyone playing behind the top sandbag here on top ramp, which Searson does here, and he even gets the wallbang kill after seeing safe. Impressive stuff from Searson. Inters is at window and he's going to hold this angle here. We can see through the gap spotting mid, which Shax walks by and Inter spots him, swings out and kills him. When you're playing this angle, you can't spot if anyone is close walking up on you on the ramp, so be careful. BlameF with a set lineup to wallbang ramp sandbag. He positions on the white dot, then spams through the wood wall, killing Hunter, who was setting up to throw the left side smoke. What gave away the cue that Hunter was there was that he dropped down from sandbag making a noise, which prompts BlameF to spam the wood. Nico mollies Crane off the beam, which I've never seen anyone do before, and he gets caught out doing so, but the molly does trade him out, killing Glaive. You know on Overpass CT side on B, when teams boost to peek water, they'll often flash before peeking after the boost. You could also do the same thing here on A site, flashing ramp, then peek when you're on boost, which Astralis does here, netting the kill. It's much safer to do so. Here's a short boost that we don't often see, which is the 2-player boost onto the orange. The reason why is because this area is often mollied out by the T's, and it can be dangerous to boost here if you don't have anyone watching Ivy and if it isn't smoked out. Lastly, this boost compared to the other boosts, you're limited on what you can see, which is upper ramp. The pros of this boost is that it hardly gets checked compared to the other ones. The elevator smoke from back T's spawn platform can be tricky to throw and is often misthrown. Faven has a set lineup for it that makes it easy to throw. He first gets boosted, then lines himself up where the line meets the shadow, stands up, aims here at this line on the vent towards the left, then run throw bind. Furia implementing the nade stack into Ivy, which will soften up the big clan players trying to go aggressive. The double nades do good damage onto the big clan players Searson and Tizian. Snack smokes elevator and molly Tetris. For the elevator smoke, he stands in front of the corner sandbag, aims here, then run throw bind. Afterwards for the molly, he aims at this sandbag, and without moving his mouse, jumps on top of the sandbag behind them, then run throw bind. Snacks with B-side flashes, jumping onto the rail, aims as shown, then left click throw. The flashes blind Keserato holding from backside. Diha gets the frag off of Snacks' flash. Here's a really simple retake Molotov for B if you know someone's playing cold. Just throw the molly onto the floor here, and it's going to cover anyone playing close right, which forces Diha out of this position. Taps inside Cheetah is going to molly wood through the roof opening. He's going to stand as shown, doesn't have to be exact, aim here, then jump throw. This is a very common position T's will hold, and you can flush them out using this molly and peek from window or banana. Ideally, you want Cheetah smoked off before throwing it to give you cover as you align yourself. Brolin with a combo to retake Cheetah control, throws the standard right side molly off the wall that covers the cave door, pushing back Crimbo, then flashes Cheetah by jumping onto the platform, puts his crosshair near his line, then left click throw. The flash will blind taps in, which nets an easy kill for Brolin. Another player I've seen that uses the same nade set when taking Cheetah control is BlameF. Crimbo with a molly for B site to stop or delay the plant. He stands next to the stairs, sets his crosshair here on the wall, then left and right click jump throw. The molly covers behind and as well as to the right of the pillar, which Brolin begins taking damage as he plants and taps and sprays him down, denying the bomb plant. S-Attack tries to pick up bomb and plant, but the molly burns him. Snappy with a molly outside B doors on Ence's post-plant B site. He's going to throw a molly to try to win Ence the round by delaying the CT's time to defuse. He gets on top of the corner of the box, sets his crosshair above the B, then jump throw. The molly will land and cover the bomb planted bottom right of site. However, the molly was thrown too early as FaZe will go on to kill Snappy and defuse in time. Good idea nonetheless. S-Attack's going to throw mid flashes as his teammates entry out elbow. He's going to stand next to this wall here to the right, aims as shown, then runs forward and jump throw. These flashes land more to left versus the ones that you normally throw from the left wall, but they still work pretty good covering mid. Frozen smokes long from Banana Cubby. He will set his crosshair between these bricks, then jump throw. The smoke bounces off the top of cave wall too long, leaving no gaps. Rain smokes top banana, however there's a twist. It also acts as a one-way smoke. He comes out of tunnel, positions with this wall, then puts his crosshair here and jump throw. Kerrigan will make his way top banana where he has a gap in the right of the smoke to hold short and gets a frag to Hades who doesn't spot him. I see this smoke being thrown more because of the threat of this one way that CTs now have to worry about. Axel wants Hobbit to boost him inside Donut behind this totem, however Liquid comes out main and they cancel the boost. I tried the boost out in a private server and you can't get on top of the totem with the boost, and you can't peek over the totem. You have to peek to the side of it, which I guess could be an off angle. Zortzi from window will smoke Donut towards mid. He's going to line himself up with these marks on the wall, then aims here and jump throw. Stown is the first player that I seen using this smoke lineup.
Here's how you molly upper or Xbox from T-spawn. You're going to line up with this plant. You can aim at this square at the bottom of it right there and just jump throw. This molly is better than the default Molotov because it spreads to this corner and this corner, so it helps both your lane and mid players. And at the same time, it's much faster to throw because it's closer from the Jaguar smoke lineup.
There's a boost outside B doors that you could do by run boosting 2 players above the door, then boost on each other's head to see over the wall where you can see top banana and towards long. Apparently this is not a pixel walk because you're staying on the edges, and I checked in a private server that there's no clip brush on the bit that sticks out. Credit goes to God Nico-chan from Reddit. Monacy has used this boost before in a pug as well. Here's a clip submitted by viewer YN, who him and his friends used the boost in a matchmaking game, and he's gonna flash before he gets on top of the boost in case anyone is holding. He's gonna get the kill into the CT banana. FaZe Clan are going to throw the pit smoke wall to allow them to get out of apartments on A site. Twist from Underpass throws 2 smokes, Brokey throws the other smoke staying in front of the bench mid. The other 3 players will come out apartments and they have a smoke for Moto for the second phase of the strat, however the tactic falls apart. I'm not gonna lie, it must suck being a FaZe Clan player seeing how many nades and tactics they know, meaning like the hard work they have to put in to remember them. Granted, this is what makes them number 1. Twist is in Mexi and he's going to smoke front big pit and then haystack. For the pit smoke, he aims in the middle between the window and the end of the wall, jump throw. For the haystack smoke, he aims above this line, then jump throw. I don't show it here, but Twist after smoking is going to run up mid to flash his teammates out. In my opinion, it should be Brokey doing so since he is closer, but instead Brokey uses his flashes for mid after throwing his smoke, which lands between Twist's 2 smokes. Brokey's going to stand in front of the bench, and he has to wait for the CT's mid smoke to fade before throwing it for his lineup. I will show you the lineup after this clip because the smoke fade still gets in the way. For Brokey's smoke, just aim below this orange thing and then jump throw. I've shown in the past in a previous trick video Kerrigan throwing a molly and flash from back second. Well, Drop does the same here except he's going to smoke and flash entrance instead of the molly. I showed Rain throwing this molly towards long that covers the cubby as well as the opposite side. Safe's going to throw the same molly which burns and kills Jax. Definitely going to be seeing this molly used more in pro play in the future here. Hobbit smokes brackets from balcony. He's going to align himself on the railing, then he stands up, he aims at the corner, then left click throw. The smoke is going to land deeper than your usual bracket smoke. And be careful as always because anytime you throw the bracket smoke, CTs can boost behind it to see over the smoke. When you're pushing down mid as a CT, you want to switch it up on what utility you're throwing or not throw anything. I've seen Kerrigan throw a nade or not even throw any utility, but here he's going to molly and push down. But unfortunately for him, Hobbit turns around last second. At the start of the round, Dupree will jump up onto the window balcony and then jumps over to the next balcony over to hold apartments with this off angle. It would definitely catch out any CTs that peek after the molly ends, however it doesn't happen in this round. When you have a safe rifle, you want to put this player in a favorable position to set you up with an early frag. Here are a couple of ways pro teams did so at IEM Dallas on Inferno. First off, we have Yota boosted at dark and he almost gets 2 frags. LXB will boost Jax at this corner to peek long where he deletes Zaiwu with this off angle peek. Zaiwu holds the standard swing but wasn't expecting the boost swing. Jax is going to get boosted in front of Boiler on the back wall by Hunter where he has an off angle peek for mid and gets the frag into Zaiwu. You only see oppers use this boost and would not recommend using this if you know the T's have an op and you only have a rifle. This is not the first time I showed this boost, but it's super good and every time I've seen it used in pro play, this boost here at CT is good for 1 frag, which Nico gets on Magis. Monacy with the op gets boosted inside the CT's mid smoke where he holds short. Zywoo comes around the corner and Monesi kills him. This boost is so good as CTs haven't been catching on every time I've seen it used, but maybe moving forward it will be. Another boost you could use is the Fallen boost, where you boost your op corner top banana so the opper can see over half wall. Fallen made this boost notorious, using it a lot during his SK days. Unfortunately, Twist here in this round missed a shot. Apex throws the A smoke that lands between default and graveyard to give cover from pit as the long players wrap to A. However, the smoke he throws leaves a gap. I will show you how to throw the smoke from the same position Apex did, which is from behind the mid wall. Aim where this green part of the plant will meet the wire, then jump throw. There's no smoke that will fully cover this area, but this is the best I got it here. Hunter and Jax has a double rifle setup in apartments, and after Jax mollies end, Hunter will try to bait out the peek from Masuta by throwing a bait smoke to make the sound cue that halls is smoked off, as well as the smoke does extend out a little bit in halls to give false reassurance that it is smoked. However, Masuta isn't gonna bite on it. Exit mollies coffins from half wall. He puts his crosshair as shown on the wood here, then jump throw. Nitro will decide to tank the damage and fight and then gets killed. Max from Discord showing a coffin Molotov smoke combo from behind half wall. Aim here, then jump throw with a molly, and then you're going to pull out your smoke and you're going to throw it in the same position with the jump throw. The smoke will use the molly to land, and the molly will cover anyone on coffins. If you plant default on a site, you could throw a smoke off graveyard, then get onto the ledge of the box to the right, which gives you a one-way smoke to see towards Moto long. Credit goes to Breno22 from Discord. If you want to smoke Moto from default, you could do so by throwing a smoke off the top left wall of a site. This was the smoke Shio was trying to throw in a match against NIP. I seen this from Twitter from the user JordanS46 who tweeted it at Sponge and Machine.
Have your teammate drop you a smoke right here. You'll use the same lineup, so you'll aim right here. You're going to walk until you hit the wood and jump throw, and for the library smoke, you're going to run until you hit the middle of the wall and running jump throw. So it looks like this.
Throwing smoke. I am throwing smoke.
Both smokes bloom at approximately the same time and have no gaps.
That's going to be the end of the video. I would greatly appreciate if you could all give the video a like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. I don't know how long I can keep doing this as I do get burnt out watching so many demos to get you all these tricks and nades. However, with your support, it's going to drive me to keep going. I appreciate every one of you all. Till next time, NartOutHere. Peace.